The question we all want answers to today is Elon Musk about to hand the Reform Party $100 million? This would be an absolutely huge donation which could completely transform the prospects of the party, give them what they need to really propel themselves towards winning the 2029 general election. But are these rumours all just hot air? Do we actually really have much evidence that Elon Musk is going to do this? Well, let's get into it and see what is going on. So, Farage has spoken to the Times, and he doesn't seem to be very sure of this offer from Elon Musk, or he might just be holding his cards to his chest. He might know about it, but not want to say it publicly. He's told the Times, "All I can say is that I'm in touch with him and he is very supportive of my policy positions. We both share a friendship with Donald Trump and Trump has said good things about me in front of Musk. We've got a good relationship with him." So Nigel Farage, he met Elon Musk for the first time at the Mar-a-Lago Trump election party. So they haven't been friends for all that long, but I'm sure that Elon has been watching the UK and what's going on with the Reform Party with a pretty close eye. We've now seen him posting a retweet supporting Andrea Jenkins' defection from the Conservative Party to the Reform Party. So Elon Musk, he's shown that he's on board with the Reform Party. He's mates with Trump. Trump's mates with Farage. I wouldn't be surprised if Elon Musk is supportive of the Reform Party, but they haven't known each other for that long. But what I will say is that clearly Elon Musk has actually become quite invested in what is going on in the UK. He clearly absolutely despises Keir Starmer since the start of the riots. He's someone who, holds free speech obviously very, very, very dearly. He purchased X to save the world from censorship at a time when he's got, a million other things to juggle, SpaceX, Tesla, and everything else. I mean, it's a huge responsibility for him to take on, but he felt it was what needed to happen to save free speech. And so he was absolutely terrified with what was happening in the UK, and he has been calling out two-tier Keir constantly on X. So he clearly doesn't like the guy, and I think he would be very happy to see reform put into power, but $100 million? That's a heck of a lot of money. He is the world's richest man, but do we really have much evidence of these rumours? Given the depths of the Tesla CEO's pockets, Keir Starmer and Kimi Badenoch must be dearly hoping that the reports are simply fake news. As I said, these rumours could all just be hot air, and I'm sure that is what Keir Starmer and Kimi Badenoch are hoping, because this would be pretty devastating to both of the two main parties, to be honest. But this, in the Daily Mail, they're saying, but leading business officials and Conservative Party bigwigs believe there is a genuine possibility that the world's richest man could be about to make a mega $100 million donation to reform, which would transform British politics. So some people believe in these rumours, it would seem. Some higher people seem to be believing in these rumours, but just from looking at the news articles that are out there on this, there doesn't really seem to be much concrete evidence of Elon Musk saying this or making a pledge. It just seems to be random rumours, people saying, oh yeah, I think he'll make a big donation. I'm not sure where they've got this 100 million figure from. To be honest, I'm not sure if this rumour is actually real. But what I wouldn't be surprised by is if Elon Musk sees this speculation and goes, you know what, that's a good idea. Let's do it. But I just want to show you guys what Steve Baker had to say about this. He seems pretty cynical about this and thinks that it's a bad idea for Elon Musk to get involved, and he doesn't think that the Electoral Commission will think very highly of this also, so the donation might not even be possible at all.
I'm sorry, folks, you're making a terrible mistake. Nigel Farage mobilises a core vote. He can't mobilise a broad coalition capable of winning a general election. He just won't. And the time it will take him to continue to try would be probably about 20 years plus, even if he kept doubling the number of MPs that he has. There isn't going to be a landslide for him. It's just inconceivable that people will change their minds about him. And it's a terrible mistake, I'm afraid.
Steve, what do you think about this? I mean, first off, is it right that someone like Elon Musk, anyone, can give that kind of donation to any political party?
No, it wouldn't be right, and it's plainly not within the spirit of the rules, even if it's found to be within their letter. But I'm quite confident the Electoral Commission will be absolutely all over this. If Elon Musk really intends to openly use a UK subsidiary to put so much money into British politics, that is bound to alarm and raise the interest of the Electoral Commission, and good luck to them. I wouldn't want to prejudice their investigation. But as far as I'm concerned, it's plainly wrong to put so much money through a subsidiary, and to do it in this way is, as I say, plainly against the spirit of the rules. But the other thing I would say is no amount of money, I'm afraid, I'm not afraid, I mean, I think it's a statement of the obvious. No amount of money is going to make Nigel Farage popular with the people who he currently repels. I mean, he is not going to get Conservative to Lib Dem switchers over to Reform, and it's just inconceivable. People loathe him.
So there you have it. Won't make you listen to the rest of it. Steve Baker, very, very cynical about Nigel Farage there, about the prospects of the Reform Party and this idea of Elon Musk giving $100 million. Let me know what you think of what Steve said. I think that Steve is being overly cynical to suggest that there's no way that Nigel Farage can win the election. He thinks there's no way that people are going to change their mind about this man, Nigel Farage, that they absolutely despise. And I mean, what I'd say to that is, there will always be plenty of people in this country that despise Nigel Farage. He is a man who says it how it is, not this managerial speak, being careful, just treading water constantly, as you see from MPs trying not to get themselves in trouble. People love the authenticity that Nigel Farage brings, but with love comes hate. And there are plenty of people that despise Nigel Farage, absolutely. But does he need to win over all of those people to win the next general election? No, he doesn't. Absolutely not. I mean, the Labour Party, they got 33.7% of the vote to get into power, and also if you consider a turnout and whatnot, they really did not need that many people to win the election. I mean, Reform only needs to sort of just over double the number of votes that they got to get close to the number of votes that the Labour Party got at the general election, which I think is absolutely perfectly feasible. They don't need to win over every single person in the country. But on to the point about what the Electoral Commission are going to make of this. This is where I will give Steve some credit and say Steve does have a point that the Electoral Commission could be unhappy about this. And we'll just go back to the Mail article on this, and they do mention the legality point. So donations from foreign individuals, just to clarify, are illegal under the laws that we have around election funding in this country. So if Elon Musk wants to do this, he would have to do it through the British arm of X. I don't know what the Electoral Commission would think of that. Also, if you think about the fact that Musk has a very high position in Trump's administration, or Trump's upcoming administration, there may be concerns about this being seen as the US government interfering with UK elections. If Elon Musk has, he's in charge of the Department of Government Efficiency. If he's making a big donation, he's just not some random individual. He is Trump's best buddy, essentially helping run the US administration. There may be concerns about a conflict of interest there, just as we had concerns here about the Labour Party going out to campaign for Kamala Harris in the US. It may be seen as meddling in foreign elections unnecessarily. So we'll see what happens, but I think that regardless of whether a penny is spent or not by Elon Musk towards the Reform Party, his support will help the party. So Elon Musk sharing Reform stuff on X, showing his support for the party, and also what he is doing, calling out the UK government constantly, standing up for free speech, standing up for sanity, quite frankly. That is all. His tweets reach a heck of a lot of people. I know a lot of them will be people in America, but people in the UK as well are seeing those tweets. I think that he is helping just the general momentum that is being put behind the Reform Party. We had this big moment, of course, just a few days ago where we reached the 100,000th member. The 100,000th member happened to be Andrea Jenkins, who switched from Conservatives to Reform. That was a big moment which showed we are a serious party. When you've got Andrea Jenkins behind you, Trump behind you, Musk behind you, it's showing this is a party to take seriously. We're now seeing we saw some defections happen today in Scotland from the Conservatives to Reform in councils. I think they're going to do some impressive things in elections in Wales and Scotland, absolutely. I think they're really starting to show themselves to be a serious party now, regardless of whether they get this money from Elon Musk or not. It would make a heck of a big difference if they are able to get the money off him, but, you know, I'll agree with Steve that it could be quite tricky from the standpoint of pleasing the Electoral Commission and not getting into trouble. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think that this donation is actually going to happen, or is it all just hot air? Thank you for watching this video. I'm Chloe Dobbs. Make sure you subscribe to the Reason channel.
My friends, if you're still watching, thank you very much, and I've got a request for you. Thanks to viewers like you, Recent UK, we're on a roll. We're standing up to the woke brigade and championing British pride, especially for the next generation. We're one of the only voices out there that are actually targeting young Brits, seeking to wake them up from this lefty fog and reminding them of what it means to be British. And here's the deal. I want us to go further than that. I want to see Reason take on the mainstream left-wing media, a dominant culture here in Britain. We're aiming to expand with more presenters, with hard-hitting documentaries, with live events, with crash courses, the lot. But for that, we need you. We're picking one day to fundraise for this next level project, and that's where you at home come in. We're asking if you'd sign up to share our fundraiser link with your friends and networks on the big day itself. It's a small ask with the potential for a massive impact. Plus, the top fundraisers, you'll bag yourself exclusive goodies and a chance to meet some very special guests, VIPs. More importantly, you'll be standing with us, rallying young Brits to the values that make this country great, as much as the left try and destroy it. So if you're in, click the Google form in the description below, drop in your details, and I'll be in touch. Cheers very much. Let's make it happen together.